Go centered. Am I centered? Yes. Okay, I got all my questions on here. And I got my coffee. This is all we ever need. I got my crazy fucked up cabbage looking hair with some swooshy fringe. What's going on? What's that? Didn't even know. Burnt my face. Perfect. Intro!
Blue Volume 5 wants a quicker thing to song. Here it is.
Hey, and welcome to the 5th Drew's Cues, where I answer your questions you have submitted on YouTube comments, Facebook, Twitter, and sometimes even Google+, even though I never really used that, nobody else seems to either. First question comes from Sean Toombs on Facebook, and he asks, what would you be if you could choose, superhero or villain, and what character would you be? And the way he means that is, if I could be a superhero, what villain? No, that doesn't make sense. If I could be a superhero, which one would I be? And if I could be a villain, which one would I be? So, if I could be any superhero, I'd probably go for maybe something like... See, my mind is instantly drawn to Batman because he's cool and he's got these gadgets and stuff, but in terms of superhero, like powers, he hasn't really got much going on for him. So maybe then I would go for... I wouldn't say Spider-Man because I couldn't wear, like, latex clothes all day because that would just drive me crazy and you get like chafe on your ball sack and nobody wants that. Superheroes, I don't even have much of a superhero knowledge. Think of the Avengers, think of who's in the Avengers. Even though I haven't even seen the film before. Thor! Thor would be a cool one. Godlike powers and all that shit. Got a big hammer. Good oomph. You know, what else do you need? Maybe I'd go for Thor then. And for why, because I have to explain myself. So, I would be Thor because he is awesome and he is a god. And what more do you want? What more do you need? So I'd go Thor. I wouldn't have blonde hair though, I'd stay dark haired. Or I could be like Dragon Ball Z and get Super Saiyan and go blonde, that'd be cool. Anyway, I digress. Villain, I would choose... see, I'm Mr. Joker because Joker's awesome. And I love the Joker. But then he doesn't actually do much. Like, he hasn't got anything going for him except for the fact that he's fucking mental. And, like, the things he does, he just, like, blows up banks and blows up things and just blows up more things. So in terms of, like, villain powers, he's quite boring, really. I'm thinking, I always get drawn to Batman because that's like the first like superhero villain thing I think of. What other villains are there? I wouldn't be the Green Goblin because that thing is just fucking retarded. Nobody wants a hoverboard. Well, they do from Back to the Future, but otherwise they don't. Villains then, I'm still thinking of Batman ones. I like the Sandman because what he does is cool, he fucks with people's heads, that's just brilliant too. Nick, that's just the perfect gift to have to control people in a villainous way, is just get into someone's head and screw with it. And then, you know, they're yours, pretty much, if you want them to be. So, I'd be the Sandman for the fact that he can do what he does, but I wouldn't want to look like he does in the game where he's all like... Not Sandman, I'm on about Scarecrow. The Scarecrow, that's what I'm thinking of. I'd be the Scarecrow, that's my villain. The next question comes from Liquid XRX Language and he asks do's and don'ts of buying a house. So, do's then. What are the do's? First of all, make sure that the house you're looking at has got plenty of storage space because when you've only got one cupboard under the stairs it does get quite tiresome indeed. Second do, make sure you've got a decent sized kitchen which has got plenty of cupboard space to pour your shit away in because you just need that. Third do, make sure that the house is big enough for what you need to have in it. So, for example, for me, the only place that I can put my computer desk is in the spare bedroom upstairs, and ideally it would be downstairs somewhere. So, make sure you've got plenty of space, that's all I'm saying. The other do is make sure you get your house decorated as soon as possible, because until you do, it doesn't really feel like your house. Because for a long time when we lived in here, it didn't really feel like a home because we haven't done anything to it. But now we're starting to get the bathrooms done and the bedroom like decorated and all that stuff. That's definitely good. Make sure you get your garden done as soon as possible because it really does increase the happiness atmosphere then. It's kind of like on The Sims where you walk about and you've just got like the old crappy shanty house when you first start. and your person's always miserable. But then when you upgrade and all that stuff and you get like nice flower pots and all that stuff, then everyone's a lot happier. Definitely works like that in real life too. 5th or 6th, I don't know where I'm on. If you have a pet, make sure that they don't molt too much, because cleaning up fur all the damn time is really annoying. And make sure that when they eat their biscuits, they don't just drop them all over the floor, because hoovering that shit up every day is really tedious. Another do, if you're living with someone, then make sure you can agree upon what food you want to buy if you do a shared kind of pot for buying shopping, because it comes to a point where you just get into a routine with what you're buying, and then you start having little arguments as you're walking around Tesco because someone wants to buy a pack of mushrooms and someone doesn't like them. Another do, I guess, would be to make sure that you have things that you can do, because like if you've got nothing to do at all and you're just sitting in your new house and it's just boring, then you want to kill people. So make sure you've got a TV or the internet or computer games to play or wherever it is you like to do in your spare time. Perhaps you like to draw or paint, I don't know. Get something, because it is a lonely existence otherwise. Another do, make sure that you check around different houses first. It's always a good thing. Don't just walk into a house and think, oh I love it, I gotta buy it. It doesn't matter what the sales agent will say. You've got a couple of days before anyone else is going to buy it anyway, so just make sure you look at different properties and you'll find something that you do really love rather than something that you like. And also another do is make sure that you, because obviously most people are going to be going for a mortgage, nobody's going to be able to buy a house outright typically, so make sure that wherever mortgage you do go for is in an affordable rate, something that you definitely can pay back. So like for us, we could have gone like 80 grand over what we did get, but if we'd have done that, then we'd have been really tight every month on our bills, so we went for a lot lower, so we've still got like disposable income, even though I ain't got a job now, but I still got some money, so that's fine. Yeah. And for the don'ts of buying a house, don't live by houses that's got kids, or loud barking dogs, or a school, or old people, or traffic, or anything that makes some kind of noise that drives you insane. Definitely don't live by a train station, because that shit is just mental. But yeah, I hate kids, I hate old people, and I hate noise. You know. Make sure you have a view too, so don't buy a house which has got no view, because over time, as these houses are developing around me, I'm feeling a lot boxed in and I've got little to see apart from a cloud. So make sure you have a view, because it does make you happier, definitely. And make sure you have good neighbours too. So try and avoid living next to someone that you know is going to be a little bit of a prick if you play music a little bit too loud over a certain time, or if you accidentally get water on their mud, you know, because you don't want to get planed there. That's just bad. I just said planed instead of complained. Yeah. And now it's time for the Quickfire Round. And the first one is from Terbrazia. How did your family take it when you came out? Fine. Jack Wilkin, PC or Mac? PC, all the way. Sean Murphy, Mr. Do you like disclosure? I do! I didn't actually know who it was, so I kind of YouTubed it before, but I did actually know who it was. I just didn't associate it to a name, but now I do, and they're good. Enjoy your little concert whenever you go there. So that is all the questions I had. Thank you all so much for taking the time to leave some questions in the last video. But on a serious note, if you don't leave questions, then I can't make any videos. And they end up being crap like this. They've only got 5 questions. And the quickfire ones don't really count, so I got 2. You know? So if you could take your time, all 2 seconds of it, and just go into the comments below, or on Facebook, or Twitter, or Google+, or email me, or send me a message, and just ask a question for the next Drew's Cues next Tuesday. Any question you want, I'll answer absolutely anything. It'll be fun times. Okay, and if you don't, then I can't make a video, because I was barely able to do one today because there wasn't anything until just now. And finally I got like 3 extra questions, so yeah, that is. Hope you enjoyed. I didn't, because it wasn't long enough. Actually, it was long enough. It's been like 8 minutes or whatever it is, but yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you the next Drew's Cues sometime soon. I'll see you the next vlog sometime soon. I'll see you the discussion video sometime soon, and some other comedy ones I'm doing, or will be doing. fun times, and I'll love you all, and I'll see you all sometime soon. Until then, thanks for watching, and goodbye.